Okay, I chose to show you guys this one because there's lots of algebra and it's a good algebra review. This is really not anything new for logarithmic differentiation other than the fact that there's a logarithm here. But this is just like triple chain rule, actually. But I want to show you the algebra part. It's like algebra 2, solving a quadratic. But here we go. So I have y equals the natural log. Ooh, the natural log of the square root, I'm going to put that in parentheses to be extra clear, of 3x squared plus 1. So it says at what argument x on the graph of this is the slope of the tangent equal to 3 over 4. Well, the slope of the tangent, that means I got to take the derivative of this, and it's saying for what x value does that slope equal 3 over 4. So here I have to set my derivative equal to 3 over 4 and solve for x. Why you had to do that is because it's saying when's the slope equal to 3 over 4. So that's saying when's the derivative equal to 3 over 4. And we find the x value for that equation. We'll find the x value. Okay, so I got to take the derivative because I'm trying to look at the slope. So we have y prime equals, we don't have to take the natural log of both sides. We don't have an x in the exponent. So we just do y prime, and then the outside function is the natural log. The inside function, there's two inside functions. Maybe I'll write this. So outside is ln, middle is the square root, and the inside is 3x squared plus 1. So, maybe I'll put parentheses there. Okay, derivative of the outside with the inside the same. Square root of 3x squared plus 1 times the derivative of the inside. So the derivative of the natural log, that's 1 over whatever's on the inside. Times the derivative of the inside, that's the middle part. Well, that's 1 over 2 square root. You keep the inside the same. 3x squared plus 1. And then times the derivative of the very, very inside, which is just 6x times 6x. Now I'm going to simplify a little bit. So I have this, but look at that. That's being squared. So the square roots go away. And this can change to 3, right? So we have y prime equals 3x over, and then this, if I'm squaring a square root, the square root goes away. So I just have 3x squared plus 1. Now, our question is asking what x value makes this equal to 3 over 4. So here's where we set the derivative equal to 3 over 4. And then I'll cross multiply. And then I'll solve the quadratic plus 1. So here, let's cross multiply. I'll do it in red. And what do I get? I get 3 times 3x squared plus 1 equals 12x squared. No, just 12x. I guess I could distribute this 3. That would be 9x squared. Oh, I could have divided by 3. Oh well. Plus 3 equals 12x. I will subtract it over. I'm trying to solve the quadratic. So I have 9x squared minus 12x plus 3 equals 0. I notice that I can factor out a 3. So I get 3x squared minus 4x plus 1. Ooh. If I divide everything by 3, the 3 just goes away. And I still have 0 on the other side. So I have 3. Yeah, this is the algebra review part. I just wanted to show you this, to show you how I factor. So, how do I factor this? Well, what I do is I set up a little x, and I do the 3 times the 1 in the top. So that's 3, and then the negative 4 in the bottom. And then I see, okay, what times what gives me positive 3, but added gives me negative 4. And that's negative 3 times negative 1. And here's the part that people don't really know how to do. The whole reason I'm doing this is so I can rewrite this. And I'll do that. It's 3x squared. Instead of writing minus 4x, I have minus 3x minus 1x. That's where that comes from. Negative 3x minus 1x is negative 4x. And then plus 1 equals 0. And now I factor by grouping. So here I'll group these two. And I can divide by, well, I can factor out a 3x, right? So 3x on the outside with just x minus 1 on the inside. What can I factor out here? Usually, actually, every time, when the first term is negative, you divide by negative. So I can divide by negative 1. So I get negative 1 on the outside, and what am I left over with? X minus 1. Sweet. And then these are already grouped. I'm going to factor that out. So I get x minus 1 times the leftovers. 3x minus 1 equals 0. That means x equals positive 1 and x equals positive 1/3. So my answers, whew, that was a long one. My answers are 1 and positive 1/3. So there you go. That's it. Little algebra review, huh? Most of that problem was algebra 2 stuff from here downwards. Actually, from here downwards. It was all algebra 2. Okay, goodbye.